Hello, Dr. Caitlin here. We are going to go over the 90-90 hip mobility drill. I like to break this down into three parts because there's essentially three parts to it. I like to prescribe this exercise for people who don't have good feedback from their hips in that they're not moving their hips as optimally as they should. This is also really good to kind of get those lateral hip muscles kind of moving again. As we progress in age, we tend to stay moving forward and backward, and we stop moving in that lateral position. So this is just to kind of loosen up those lateral hip muscles and kind of get the hips moving at their full range of motion. So we're going to start in the 90-90 position, and all that means is our front leg is at a 90-degree angle, our back leg is at a 90-degree angle, and even this position is going to be tough for some of you. So if you just need to sit here for a little while and kind of let this sink in, please do so. I want my torso kind of straight over my hips here. Most of us are going to tend to want to lean a little bit just because that feels a little bit better on the hip, but trust me, try to keep an upright posture as best as you can here. The first part of this move is we're going to stretch out this lower part of this leg that's on the ground here. Put my hand palm down, or palm face down, and I'm gonna lean forward, keeping a nice tall neutral spine. So I'm not gonna bend at the spine, I'm gonna keep the spine nice and tall, and I'm gonna lean forward towards this knee until I feel a nice stretch through the bottom of this leg here. And you'll probably feel it through the hip, through the butt, and through the side of this leg here. And then once you feel that, you're gonna hold about 10 to 15 seconds and come back off of it. You're going to do that a couple times to kind of nice and warm up. Part two of this is going to be activating this muscle. So generally when you activate a muscle at the same time as stretch it, then you are getting kind of a bit more bang for your buck, in that you are also strengthening and stretching at the same time. So it's going to give you longer lasting results. So again, I'm gonna lean forward until I feel that threshold of that stretch. And now I'm gonna push through my knee and push through my ankle as hard as I can, pretty much for 10 to 15 seconds or so. And again, this is not easy. I feel a nice burn going through the side of this leg, through the back of this hip here. And then I'm gonna come back off of it. And again, I'm doing that 2 to 3 times. And then part three is we're gonna work on internal rotation of this leg. So we've been working on kind of the external rotators of this leg, and now I'm gonna work on internal rotation of this leg. This is a very hard progression, so if you just need to stick with parts 1 and 2, do that until you're comfortable, and then we can work on this one. So again, I'm gonna stay nice and tall, lean forward till I hit that threshold, pushing down through my ankle and through my knee, pretty much as hard as I can. And then now I'm gonna try to keep this knee planted on the ground, but I'm gonna try to lift this ankle. So again, this is working that internal rotation. I already feel a nice burn through here. So again, if you aren't ready to progress to this, that's okay. Just go at your own pace here. And again, I'm gonna hold about 10, 15 seconds. And I'm still pushing down here, trying to lift up here, keeping this knee planted. It's a lot to remember. And then relax. And again, you're doing that 2 to 3 times, and make sure you are switching sides between each one of these. So start at phase 1, work both sides, then go to phase 2, work both sides, and then go to phase 3 and work both sides. I hope you learned a little bit about why it's important to keep those hips moving at their full range of motion. And again, this can help with low back pain. This can help with that SI joint pain, right at the lower part of the back on each side. So make sure you guys are doing this exercise pretty frequently. Thanks for watching.